There's a lot of bad YouTube advice out there that new creators think will help grow their channel when really it's just a waste of time. For example, one tip you should definitely ignore is YouTube tag optimization. If you actually go to the tag section underneath your YouTube video, you'll see a written note from YouTube that says tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. So for example, with my name, Colin, sometimes people spell it with one L, which would be a misspelled version of my name. I could technically add that as a tag. So if someone searches Colin with one L or Colin Michael with one L, my video is going to pop up. But for some reason, people have taken tags to mean add these keywords in and you'll actually be able to rank your video for those keywords because you have added these tags into your video. And what's even worse is that YouTube growth tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ still push this tag growth agenda. For example, underneath this video I did of an Osmo Pocket 3 review, I have vidIQ telling me, oh, here's some tags that have a keyword volume and competition score and your weight class for this type of keyword. And this is all just random bogus junk that literally has nothing to do with tags because YouTube tells us it's just for commonly misspelled stuff. And TubeBuddy does the exact same thing down here. Here I've got my keyword score for my tags and I can see the search traffic and the keyword score and the relevance. And then if you go to like a competitor's video, they'll actually show you here's all the tags they use for their video. And here I can download those tags and add them to my video so that way they rank better. No, if anything, you should listen to a person who's not asking you to subscribe to their service that allows you to do stuff. You should listen to the platform that controls how their algorithm works. And they say it plays a minimal role. This should be used for common misspellings. There are other uses for vidIQ and TubeBuddy, like I have them installed on my computer. I still use them to this day, but at least where it comes to tag optimization, it's a waste of time. Completely ignore that. Tip number 2 that you should ignore is YouTube hashtag optimization. This is another area, especially in like short form content, where people think that if I add the right hashtags, it's going to tell YouTube that this is what my content's about, and then this is going to help my video get recommended. And people also do this for long forms too. They'll do hashtags as well there. And again, the best place to get information about what works and what doesn't work is from YouTube themselves. And they say here on this page about hashtags, find playlists and videos using hashtags. It says hashtags are keywords preceded by a hashtag symbol. Hashtags allow you to easily connect your content with other videos or playlists which share the same hashtag on YouTube and YouTube Music. Hashtags also allow viewers and listeners to find related content via search. So as you can see, it's just a way to organize videos or playlists. So if you have a video that has the exact same hashtag across it, someone can click on that hashtag on the video and they'll see all the content that uses that hashtag. So if you make one really specific to you, you can kind of organize your content and make a playlist, which can be useful for things like shorts, because maybe you have a short series that you're doing. Anyone can click on that hashtag and view all of your shorts, thus getting you more views. But what it does not do is help your content get recommended on the shorts feed or anywhere else, because it's just for organization of playlists and content with that similar. And then also if someone searches that hashtag, as they said, it'll also come up. So when they click on that, it searches the hashtag. And that's the only time I could imagine people are searching hashtags. People don't search hashtags on YouTube. They just type their question into YouTube and watch those videos. So you really don't need to waste your time with hashtags. It's not going to promote you more in the algorithm unless there's a trend going on and people are going to be watching other content with that trend. It might be worth putting that hashtag in if you're doing that exact same content, because then you'll be organized in search along with all those other videos. Tip number 3 that you should ignore is adding keywords to the file name. And this one's kind of weird. So when you upload the video, people think that if I add in my keywords that are related to what my viewers are interested in as the description of the file. So, if I have a YouTube tips video like this video, I should do YouTube tips, ignore, grow on YouTube 2024.mp4. And that'll tell the YouTube algorithm exactly where my video is going to go. No. This is not something YouTube tells you to do. This is not even something YouTube looks at when determining what this video is. Where is this video going to be shown? It does nothing like that. I'll know where this came from, but this is stuff I have heard YouTube gurus spewing to new creators that they should be doing to get their videos found, which is just unbelievable. Tip number 4 that you should ignore is add as many keywords to your title as possible. And I've seen titles from creators where they're like, the max amount of characters, and you can literally see that they're just stuffing it in with different things people might be searching for, or words and terms related to another creator and things like that. And what people need to realize is that it's not necessarily a robot that is determining whether your video gets views or not, even though it technically is. But all the robot's doing is it's paying attention to what viewers click on, what do they not click on, and how long they stay watching, as well as like a few other things. And so that's all it's paying attention to. Yes, there is a robot controlling the algorithm, but the algorithm is just following what people are interested in. What do people click on? What do they watch? So as long as you appeal to that, if you appeal to people and persuade them to click, that is what's going to allow you to get more views. That's going to send signals to YouTube that this video satisfied this type of audience member, and they should probably consider suggesting it to another audience member who might be interested in that topic. But if you stuff a ton of keywords into your title, that can make your video less clickable for real people. And if it's less clickable for real people, then it's just not going to go anywhere. So don't try to appeal to robots. Focus on appealing to humans. Tip number 5 that you should ignore is that consistency will help your channel grow. And I'm going to get a lot of heat for this one because every single person's like, you just need to be consistent on YouTube and that's going to grow your channel. When in reality, I've seen tons of creators who've put out hundreds, sometimes thousands of videos, and they just consistently do the exact same thing over and over again and expect different results, and they don't get different results because it's just, they're doing insanity there. There's nothing put into the YouTube algorithm that says if this creator posts this amount of times per week or this amount of times per day will actually give them a boost and show their videos more. Like, there's nothing like that. YouTube doesn't care if you post 3 times a day. It doesn't care if you post once a month. All it cares about is, does this video satisfy viewers? Who does it satisfy? And if it does satisfy people, they're going to end up showing it in front of them because the algorithm serves the audience and it wants to suggest content that it thinks viewers are going to be interested in watching. Now, where consistency can help you is with you get to practice all these different skills of making thumbnails, your on-camera presence, how you hook viewers, your video editing, how you come up with topics and make titles, and all this stuff. Those are all skills you have to learn. And so by consistently putting out content, you can improve those skills, and that will actually help you grow your channel because you will be able to better attract viewers and keep them watching. But on a technical standpoint, consistency does not help your videos get promoted better than anyone else. It's just a way to help improve your own skills. Tip number 6 that you should ignore is that you should share your video link on social media. And this is a big one because here's what happens. If you share your video on Facebook, on Twitter, and I'm talking about the exact link, what ends up happening is people click that link and then they end up watching the video in like an external web browser. They're not actually inside the YouTube app. They're in an external web browser and they're watching the content there. And the downside of that is they're not logged into their YouTube channel. So they're watching the video and they leave. And then when they actually open the YouTube app, the YouTube has no idea that they ever watched your video. If instead you can say, I just uploaded a video, head over to my channel, and then they go to the YouTube app, they search up your channel, or they open your channel or go to your video and then click on it. Now they're signed into YouTube and it's saved in there that this person clicked on this video, they watched it for this long, and then YouTube has that data. So that way they know, hey, this viewer really likes this video. Now we can recommend more content to them. If you share the link on social media, YouTube doesn't have any of that record because they weren't signed in. So don't just share your link on social media. You can point people to your YouTube channel. You can point them to a playlist or something like that, but don't give out those links. Tip number 7 that you should ignore is that sub for sub is okay in the beginning, which is not true. Number 1, it's against YouTube's guidelines. You could get a strike on your channel. You could end up getting your channel removed. Don't do sub for sub. But number 2, if you're getting just random people to subscribe, you're not getting the right viewer to your channel. And that's the goal. We want the right viewers to watch our content and enjoy it. And that lets YouTube know, hey, we should show this out to similar people who have these exact same interests. And then YouTube knows where this video needs to go. If you got a bunch of random people on your channel, it's also going to ruin your watch time and your click-through rate early on too. If you have a bunch of people who don't care about your videos, they'll click, watch for 10 seconds and leave. Like, that doesn't benefit you at all. I know it feels a little bit better to say, hey, I have 100 subscribers now. You know, it looks nicer. You know, it's horrible being at less than 100 subscribers and you post a video and you're still under 100 subs and nothing's working. I get it, but don't resort to sub for sub. It's not going to help you grow your channel. Tip number 8 you should ignore is posting time optimization. Here's another optimization people try to do. So YouTube will actually tell you when your viewers are on YouTube, and people will try to time the posting of their video to that. Now, if you look right underneath when your viewers are on YouTube, YouTube says publish time is not known to directly affect the long-term performance of a video. So YouTube makes it very clear, doesn't matter when you post, there's no long-form success by timing it when your audience is on. It may help get some initial views, or if you're someone who does live streams, it definitely helps to know when your audience is on, so that way they could be there for your live streams. So that can get people to come back, but in the long-term impact, it's not really going to make a difference. Tip number 9 to ignore is deleting and re-uploading a video. People think that, oh, well, I posted this video, it didn't get views, it's the algorithm's fault. Therefore, if I delete it and re-upload it, it gets resubmitted in the algorithm, and maybe it'll finally give me a chance. And I will say this, there is the chance that you may get a few more views as a result of deleting and re-uploading. You know, there is that chance. It could happen. If I go and re-upload the first video I made on this channel, chances are I will also get views. But then it'll stop because, again, the algorithm is the audience. Whether you delete and re-upload the video, viewers are going to respond the exact same way to it. But sometimes also videos just take time to actually get views. I recently had a video that was very slow growth early on, and now it's starting to take off in YouTube search. But that was just YouTube taking time to figure out, okay, who's the right viewer that likes this? Let's try this audience. No, let's try this audience. Oh, wait, that was an audience that really liked it. They clicked on it right away. They watched a lot of it. Interesting. Here, why don't we show it to a few more people who are similar to this viewer? Oh, they also like it too. Okay, let's keep showing it to these people. And then poof, your video starts to grow. So that can just take time. But deleting and re-uploading, it's not just going to magically get you thousands or millions of views. Not something you should waste your time doing. Tip number 10 that you should ignore is to pay to promote your video to give it a boost. And the main issue with paying to boost a video is that I guess the idea is that YouTube isn't showing it to your audience, and therefore if you boost it, they'll purposefully show it to that right audience. Like, YouTube's trying to show it to the audience regardless. You don't need to boost it for YouTube to actually show it to the right people, but instead what boosting does is it just shows it to people regardless of whether they're the right person or not. And YouTube isn't necessarily saving that data from the boost post where it's like, oh, here's the right audience. Now that you've paid me $5, I know exactly who the right person to show this to. Like, it's not how it works. The only time you'd really want to boost something is if you do have an ad or something and you're like, I want this to actually go to all my YouTube subscribers and I want it to play multiple times because I'm trying to sell a product. Like, that makes sense. Or I want to boost this video to viewers of, you know, X channel. Like, again, I'm trying to reach someone, I'm trying to make a sale, there's actual like some kind of like money exchange I'm trying to make happen, but you can't pay to play with YouTube. You got to make good content. As long as you make good content, you're going to get found. And if you need help making better content, you should check out our YouTube for Beginners playlist here and consider joining Content Creator Academy. Both of those are free resources that you can utilize. One's an entire free course on content creation and YouTube growth and monetization, and the other one is just YouTube videos. So check out either one of those.